Hi, my name is Jessie Magnuson, and I'm going to be doing my book talk on the book Burned Alive by Suad. This book is a memoir, and it takes place in a Middle Eastern country, and it basically follows the author of the book throughout her life while she was living here. She lived in a place which was very patriarchal, which means that she basically had to follow everything that the men would tell her in her country. Her father ruled everything. He was very abusive to her and her siblings, especially to her mother, and this affected her very deeply, which was a big part of the story because it was part of the reason why she lashes out and she loses her virginity, which her father finds out about, and then he tells his son to basically light her on fire and to burn her alive. She survives this, and she gets sent to a hospital where she's helped. She moves on to another country, and then she goes to write this book about her life. She uses many different types of figurative language throughout the book, but I think one of the main ones was flashbacks. The whole book is basically a flashback, but there's a few main ones that stuck out to me because they're very important. One of the first few ones was on page 3, and she says, "It is from this very terrace that my terrible story began. I was already older than my oldest sister was on her wedding day. I must have been 18, or maybe more, I don't know. And I both hoped and despaired. My memory went up in smoke the day the flames engulfed me, but I have tried to reconstruct what happened." I chose this quote because I thought it stood out because it shows how she's going back right at the beginning of the story to basically tell us that this does happen to her and it's horrible, and she's just trying to fix her life after this has happened. Another thing that she uses throughout the story is pacing. The pacing of this book is very slow most of the time. Almost the whole story is very slow, but when it picks up, it's because something very serious is happening, and then it goes by really fast. And yeah, I would rate this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I really liked it. I thought it was a really good book, but like I said, the pacing was very slow, and then it would pick up, but I really liked it, and that is Burned Alive by Suad.